Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about a concerning financial trend, the fact that the average American is broke. And by broke, I mean they don't have enough money saved to cover common financial emergencies or even basic living expenses if they lost their source of income. This is a huge problem. And in this video I want to break down exactly what the numbers and statistics show about the precarious financial situation most Americans find themselves in. Alarming statistics. First, let's look at some alarming statistics about the lack of emergency savings and retirement funds for American adults. According to a 2022 LendingTree study, 59% of Americans have less than $1,000 in savings. That means over half of people are extremely vulnerable if an unexpected expense comes up, like a car repair or medical bill. Another report found that 27% of adults have no retirement savings or pension at all. And the median retirement savings for all working-age families is just $65,000 according to the Economic Policy Institute. That's far too little for decades' worth of living expenses. Credit card debt is also common. The average American household carries $6,194 in credit card debt according to NerdWallet. That debt eats into monthly budgets and makes saving and investing even more difficult. So with little savings and high debt, it's no wonder that an estimated 27 million Americans have no safety net at all. Just one lost paycheck or emergency could quickly lead to bankruptcy or homelessness. Causes of financial struggles. How did American consumers end up in such concerning financial shape? Here are some of the primary causes. Stagnant wages. While costs of living have increased year after year, income growth has lagged far behind for middle and lower class workers. Making ends meet has gotten significantly harder. Poor financial education. Schools often don't teach personal finance topics like budgeting, investing, and long-term planning. This leaves many adults unsure how to manage their money properly. Easy credit access. Getting approved for more credit cards or loans than one can reasonably pay back has become commonplace, luring consumers into debilitating debt. Unexpected emergencies. Emergencies like job loss, accidents leading to mounting medical bills, deaths in the family. These unpredictable curveballs also quickly drain savings accounts, creating lasting monetary issues. With suddenly reduced incomes and without financial knowledge or discipline, consumers find themselves living paycheck to paycheck, leaned on heavily by credit products, and unable to weather financial storms. Consequences. What are the consequences of having little to no savings and excessive debt loads? They include perpetual financial stress. When you don't have a cushion, monthly bills become extremely stressful to pay. You have to juggle payments and often have to ignore some entirely. Interest payments. Carrying credit card balances leads to hundreds or thousands of dollars wasted on interest payments every year. It's hard to get ahead when so much income goes towards interest instead of savings or enjoyment. Bankruptcy. About 500,000 Americans file for bankruptcy every year, often after a single disastrous event like unpaid medical bills, divorce, or unemployment exceeds their ability to pay. Bankruptcy wrecks credit scores for years. Poverty savings provide the key stepping stone to eventually build wealth. Without them, consumers find themselves stuck living check to check in perpetual poverty. The average American clearly faces real monetary struggles, from lack of savings all the way through to bankruptcy. And the number of people affected by this reality means it's an important national issue rather than just individual problems. Real economic progress starts with more consumers building financial foundations. Solutions. The good news is that individuals can take actions to avoid winding up broke, in debt, and financially fragile. And government policies could better incentivize stability too. For starters, make budgeting priority number one. Build real emergency funds. Only take out loans cautiously. Negotiate wages and salaries properly. Start retirement accounts early, even if small. Support financial literacy classes for people of all ages. And from a policy perspective, measures that help average Americans avoid expensive college debt, receive livable minimum wages, get affordable healthcare, and gain easier access to personal finance education will also strengthen financial situations substantially. The more equipped people become to manage their money, the more solvent and secure American households will be. Financial literacy and policy reform are sorely needed remedies to the savings crisis the country faces. Conclusion. Broke Americans without spare cash or retirement funds number by the tens of millions. Stagnant incomes paired with rising costs of living largely drive this crisis. Lack of savings ultimately leads to stress, interest payments, potential bankruptcy, and lifelong poverty. Turning things around has to start with behavioral changes like budgeting and saving. But broader access to financial education and policy revisions that make stability more achievable for lower-income consumers also need to play a role. Achieving a nation where households have buffers rather than balances of $0 should be an important priority. Alright, that wraps up this overview on the concerning trend of Americans having little to no savings and excessive debt. Please subscribe for more personal finance content soon. See you next time.